You're one of the first originators to actually have their own yard in their backyard. A lot of dirt jumpers build in the woods, fireworks, beers. You don't drink. You've never done drugs, correct?
Right. Yeah, never.
Straight business. Big jumps in the backyard.
It's all business.
Boom.
Big jumps and having fun. And I owe that dream to Fuzzy Hall. So, Fuzzy was the guy. He was the originator of the backyard jumps. And I think he might have got that from somebody here in actually California. I can't remember. It was the original King of Dirt. Travis Chiprez knew about it. But I remember there was like some kind of King of Dirt contest or something back in the 80s. Fuzzy got that idea from him. Fuzzy blew it and blossomed it into some, massive half-acre section,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
And then it trickled down. It kind of trickled down. And we all started doing that.
They got bigger and better as it went, because then I went into an acre and a quarter, and then you went to an acre and 2 acres or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was pretty cool, like the progression, and having Luke Parslow grow his yard, and then everybody got
Stephen Murray.
Like Stephen's yard was one of the funnest times I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
So
how about the 360 Superman seat grab came out of nowhere in my backyard for Ripley's Believe It or Not. But anyways, yards, yes, you were the starter of that, and I wish that carried on.
Dirt's not dead. Dirt's coming back, man.
It's coming back because of Dreamline.
Dirt's coming back. It's making a comeback, because you can see like all the cool kids with the tighter jeans and the lighter bikes and all that stuff. I feel like the cart is already as full as it can be on the cool side of things.
Yeah.
And now these kids are going to start weighing their bikes down a little bit. Mark my words. Their shorts are going to get a little bit looser. Their pants are going to get a little bit looser these next few years. Their bikes are going to get a little bit heavier.
Trying to tell me something?
No, I don't really care about you. You're done, bro. You're fucking old.
What are you doing?
No, but their bikes are so light that they have zero control over these big jumps. And the jumps are just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So they need to take a little page out of the motocross book and realize that the heavier the bikes are, the more stable it is, and the bigger you can go. So
right, and that brings me to bring up Dane Searles, one of our good friends from Australia. He passed away, R.I.P. Dane, and he actually saw this vision for dirt going to the next level, and that was jumping, massive jumps at like 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 foot backies, and bringing it to the next level, because like that's where it needs to be.
That he was the first rider for Lav's Lab. Like, I sponsored that guy.
Right.
Man. I loved him.
That was your homie.
He was my boy. And then,
mine too.
And I loved him because all the style that he had. Like, he just had so much style, and he would go so big that people couldn't hang,
Right.
I loved it.
Yeah. And he's got all his boys now that he passed away. They want to carry on the legacy, man. And they want to make this dream a reality. He built those big jumps. Red Bull helped him build a course, and he got down and did a couple moves, and then they had a party for his accomplishment. And he passed away that night. But all his boys want to carry that and want that to be a reality. So I feel like, and I've said this, and I'm glad I have you here now. Maybe I'll bring it up. Since Dana White and you're good friends with Dana White, I figured that if we do take dirt to the next level, I feel like we need to have it not on ESPN, not on Fox Sports, not on none of that shit. We need to have it on pay-per-view, head-to-head battle, so people in Vegas can bet on it. And Dana White, signing like 10 dudes that are willing to risk their fucking lives, battling on some shit that's like, never done before. And you know what? It's actually, when you drop in, it could be your last go. And that's the excitement. That's the difference between, these regulated contests and this next level scary shit. Because, these UFC fighters are training. When you ride these big jumps, I train like a UFC fighter just to take falls, and I'm not a fighter, but I have that mentality. So I feel like this is a place for us as aliens, and maybe, that the new trend, the new shit, because it is the gnarliest thing.
Here's how it all went down.
Okay.
PLG, Ellis called me and said, dude, would you want to fight PLG? And I said, let me think about it.
I felt like you can have two documentaries. One, being on top, being the rock star, being the legend, inventing tricks, making boards, this, that, and the other.